Where is it that you're trying to go? I have a feeling that answer is eluding you as much as all the other ones. Would you even recognize the room, the right room, for all of your success to begin if you knew you were in it? I guarantee you, you've been closer than you think. And the person who could have helped you, or probably was ready to help you, was talked out of doing so by your own words, by your own definitions about yourself. Because as soon as you sit down with someone who could change your very life, what do? Do you start telling them your old worn out raggedy story about who done you wrong and how many times you tried to do this thing and just couldn't find any help, and how you were born and how you were raised and what limited resources you have and what your parents didn't teach you and all of that? By the time you finish telling that story, that person who's sitting in front of you has already made a decision. No, not here, not today. These are hard truths, but somebody needs to tell you the truth, and it might as well be me. I'm 60 years old. I don't have time for playing anybody else's games. I'm not going to play anyone else's games. I don't have to. I don't desire to. You can't make me. So hear me when I tell you this. Please, young people, stop wasting daylight. If you have a dream inside of you that needs to come to fruition, by hook or crook, make it happen. Stop waiting on the marriage, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the validation from the relatives. Stop waiting. It's not coming. They need you to stay crippled. They have a whole system in place to take care of you as a cripple. If you're not a cripple anymore, stop leaning on people. Stop leaning on them to the degree that you suffocate every good thing that God has given you to move you forward. You want a better life? Do 2 things in one day to make a better life. Do 3 more things tomorrow. And by month's end, you'll have a better life. Promise you, you would. But when you get this better life, you better stop looking over your shoulder. You had better stop expecting everyone to pat you on your back and say, oh, look how good you're doing. They're not going to. And even if they did, that means you're doing it for their validation and not because you have the passion, you have the forewithal to stay the course, to do what you have to do to keep your act together. It's like saying that you're dutiful to stay sober because you don't have enough money to buy liquor. As soon as you get money to buy liquor, that's when you find out if you're going to stay sober or not. That's when you're going to find out what's most important to you, because you will do the thing that you always wanted to do. Go out and buy the new car, go out and do whatever, when you get a little bit of extra. Or is your first thought when you get a little bit of extra, who else can I bless? Who can I be a servant to? Where is it that you're trying to go? If you create a destination, you're also responsible for creating the path to get to that destination. Oh, we're great at creating destinations, but then we expect someone else to come along and take us to those places. Make it easy for us to get to those places. I gave up Texas to move to Philadelphia to meet a woman who I'd always admired, and I ended up singing background vocals for her. And then she left me. Now, if that was all I was designed to do, my life is over then. I met all of these idols early on. Every one of them. Sat right here talking to them the way I'm talking to you right now. And my life did not change completely at all, because they're not God. They don't have the power. Oh, they might pay one bill. Oh, they might pay for you to get guitar lessons for a season. They might do any number of beautiful things that should tell you they care about you. But the real heavy lifting has to come from inside. You have to wake up in the morning and say, I'm ready for my life to change. And here's what I'm ready to do to make sure it changes. I want to find people who are just as committed as I am, but I'm not waiting on them to show up. I'm not waiting on them to give me a reason to stay committed. If I gotta go the rest of this journey all by myself, I'm going. Because what I really want in life is on the other side of revelation. I want to see the manifestation of what I know I'm capable of in my lifetime. Because you guys can enjoy whatever I left behind after I'm dead and gone, and then talk about me kindly then. How does that bring me any value today? I had better figure it out for myself. In the same way these planes have been searching for whatever they're searching for, and they're not going to stop until they find what they're looking for, you had better become like one of those helicopters. You better see your life from above as you're doing it on the ground, and see trouble coming from afar and making detours all the time to avoid going through those pitfalls. It's your responsibility to protect the gift that's inside of you. That's all I got to confess today.